On June 26, 2018, she won the Democratic Party in New York's 14th Congressional District.
Woo!
Education, climate, the environment, healthcare, immigration, and social justice. Join us in welcoming la compañera del Bronx, Alexandria. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you for joining us in vigil, in solidarity, for what must be a generational struggle for justice for the people of Puerto Rico, for Boricuas, and for our ancestry. Thank you all so much. Let's all also give a huge moment of gratitude to Elizabeth, who is here, continuing that fight. My name is Alexandria. I am a child of Puerto Rico. I'm a descendant of Utuado, a descendant of Arecibo, Islote. Most of my family is still on the island. And my mother was born in Puerto Rico. She got married and started her life. My father was born in the South Bronx to two Puerto Rican parents. They were at the island, they met there, got married, and moved here and started their life in a one-bedroom apartment. And that's where I was born. That is the story of so many first and second generation Boricuas here in New York City and in the United States of America. And what I am saying to all young people, all first and second generation people right now, is that it is time to reclaim our ancestry. It is time to reclaim our ancestry, because we are the story of this world. We are the story of colonization. We are the story of African ancestry. We are the story of indigeneity. We are the tangled weave of colonization. But we represent every intersection of justice. That is what we represent, because when we make colonization right, when we right the wrongs of the inheritance of slavery, when we right the wrongs of the genocide of Taino Indians, we are fighting for really truly the justice of all people. And what we need to do is reclaim who we are. We need to ensure that we are fighting against a predatory system that sucks every bit of value from the backs of working people. What we need to do is make sure that profit is never more important than human dignity. Never more important than human dignity. And that we cannot allow institutions to rack up and manipulate illegal debt and then use that to create conditions in which people die. 3,000 people died in the island of Puerto Rico. And some even say even more. But there are thousands of deaths, and they are the result of negligence. I just came down from Midtown Manhattan. I was meeting with families. I met with a man who had multiple broken vertebrae. He was living through the storm. The part of his roof fell off and hit him in the back. And he's been living with broken vertebrae for over a year. FEMA has yet to give vouchers to many people in homes. Families have been living in shelters. They have been homeless. They have been without resources that they need. This is not the world we can accept. And this is not the country that we can accept. We have to change it. And we have to do that by standing up to the dignity of everyday working people. We need to rediscover who we are. We need to realize that there's nothing to be afraid of, that we can learn a mother tongue, that we have to go back, that we have to discover our roots, that we have to ensure that we don't forget who our ancestors are. My grandmother was born on a finca. She worked on a tobacco plantation and ensured that in the mountains of Utuado, people were able to trade their food and take care of one another. That is what we have to do right now in this moment. We have to take care of one another. We have to learn from our elders. And we have to ensure that we capture the stories of our elders and translate it into the fervor and the fight for a Marshall Plan for Puerto Rico. That we have to translate that into a Marshall Plan for Puerto Rico, for self-determination of the island. That's our second demand, independent and legitimate self-determination of Puerto Ricans. And lastly, we have to guarantee and fight for a just transition to renewable energy so that this does not happen again. We need a Green New Deal in this country. We need mass infrastructure investment. We need a transition because our lives depend on it, our children's lives depend on it, our future generations depend on it, and we need to make sure that we leave this world. And the moment that we leave this world, we say we established a single-payer system, we established education for our children, that we rebuilt our roots, and that we transition this world in a way that is sustainable for people here on out. Thank you.